FortHSFootball.com here at the 2017 Ocala High School Football Media Days. We got Oak Hall in from Gainesville here. The Oak Hall Eagles went 10-0 last year, won the North Florida Football Conference. I know that is a very impressive accomplishment for Oak Hall. Yes, we got Coach D here and Thomas George. I don't even say Coach D's last name because everybody butchers it.
Everybody butchers it. It's DiBernardo, but nobody
DiBernardo.
calls me that.
I'll see. There you go. DiBernardo.
Yeah, so D is perfect.
Coach D. All right, Coach. Well, man, I appreciate y'all stopping by here at Media Day.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. I mean, it's always wonderful to catch up with the teams after the long off season, as they say. But kind of just, I know the expectations have been set high now after an undefeated season. Y'all are transitioning. Still going to be in the North Florida Football Conference as a conference, but you're going to be in Class 2A. You're going to be competing for a FHA State Series playoff spot this year for the first time in a long time. So, we can kind of just give us what the excitement about that is with all that.
I think it's very exciting for our school and our program because we get the best of both worlds. We still have our conference, but yet when the opportunity arises and we're good enough, we're going to be able to compete at the state level. And if you look at what the FHSAA did with all of this, our conference, which was pretty unique a year ago, has become the model conference for everybody else. We ended up having what everybody else had to go to. So I think it's great for us being able to still compete in our conference and win a conference championship, but hopefully one day ultimately have the program built up enough where we can compete at a state level.
And that's an important thing. And then to start to competing at a state level, you got to have some good football players, and you got some good football players for you today. You brought the maximum of 6 today with you. I did. And we got one of them right here, linebacker Thomas George. I'm glad to have him on. So let's talk about some of your players. Let's start with Thomas here first.
Thomas is a rising junior who has just done an amazing job for us at Oak Hall. Not just what he does on the field, but the effort that he's put into the classroom and the leadership role that he's taken. And he's one of the reasons why our last 2 teams, Team 11 and Team 12, we name our teams after the amount of years that the school has been playing. So this is going to be Team 13. But on Team 11 and Team 12, Thomas he's just been a force. And we would not have been able to do the things that we've done if we didn't have Thomas George. So I'm very proud of him and everything that he's done at Oak Hall, and his future is extremely bright.
Thomas. Talk about a thing. You've been able to play for a program like this, and and work through the adversity of being in a program, in a program that has went from basically on the losing end of things to now, hey, we're winning football games. What has that been? The experience been like for you?
Well, I came in 8th grade, so I really didn't go through the stuff like that. But all the guys, I could see all the guys, they were tired of losing and they wanted to win. And Coach D came along and really showed us how to do it and helped us out. So I really appreciate him coming along, and all the players just decided to strive and work hard and win.
That's an important thing. You got to strive and win, because if you don't have a goal, you're not going to be able to win football games.
That's right.
That's the thing. So let's talk. A couple of some of your other players that you brought along here. What are you expecting out of them?
Well, we brought Matt Armstrong with us today, who's going to be in his 3rd year as our starting quarterback. And as young of a team as we're going to be this coming year, we're really going to count on Matt Armstrong quite a bit. He's a guy that's really made us go on offense. He's a true dual-threat quarterback. Not only that, though, he's the guy who can make plays when there's no play to be made. And he's really been a key for us on the offensive side of the ball with that ability to make plays out of nothing. Defensively, we've been a one heck of a defensive football team for the last 2 years. We've only given up 80 points the last year and the year before, so we've only given up 160 points in the last 2 years, and our entire defense is basically going to be new this year.
Right.
But there are some guys that we're definitely going to rely on to keep this defensive tradition going, one of them being right here to my left, Thomas George. We also have Trey Saunders with us today, who was a starter for us last year as a junior, second on the team in tackles. But really, it's just he's one of those kids that is an amazing tackler, which is an art that you don't see very much anymore in the game. Right. He is a true tackler. He is a guy who can make tackles in space, and he pursues the football. And as young as we're going to be, I'll tell you this, I love our kids. I've got a dedicated group that's been in the weight room every day, getting bigger and stronger. And
dedication is important.
I don't know if in today's world where our kids are pulled to so many different things. You have all these speed coaches out there and club teams and
even specialization going on, and that's a big thing. That's been a lot of coaches are saying specialization is not necessarily the best thing in the world.
There's no doubt about it. And my own son, he's a 3-sport athlete, and he plays football, basketball, and baseball, and that's not going to change because there's so much more to learn from athletics. And unfortunately, I think in a lot of parents' minds, athletics has become the way for a young man to get a scholarship to go to college, and that's not what it's about.
There's a word that thing, and I'm going to say it here because I haven't said it all day, but I need to say it. There's student athlete, and there's a reason why student comes before athlete.
There's no doubt about it.
And it's about the stuff in the classroom. And I mean, Thomas, I know Oak Hall is it's a preparatory school. Yeah. It's a thing. So when it comes to academics, the academics, I'm sure is the first priority for you, correct?
Yes, sir. We have a lot of teachers that help you out. If you need help, you can come see them before school, after school, any time of day. They are also involved in sports, so of course they will help you so you can also go out there and compete for your school.
Yeah, and that's a good way to be. So, well, guys, Oak Hall, hey, best of luck to the Eagles this season. Coach Dean, appreciate it. Thank you all for coming by and stopping by here at Media Day.
And I want to thank you for everything that you do for high school football. You guys, you do one heck of a job in promoting the game, and
that's our main goal is promote the game
first.
There's
no doubt, and you guys do a heck of a job doing it. We appreciate everything that you do for us.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thanks a bunch. Have a good one. Thank you.
Thanks.